Have you ever wondered how a person, seemingly driven by greed, can become a key player in a story of power and survival? Kiyomi Azumabito, the ambassador of Hizuru, emerges as a perfect example that, in the game of nations, there is more at stake than just financial interests. Her figure, cloaked in a formal and calm demeanor, hides deep secrets and a loyalty that goes beyond material wealth. But how genuine is this loyalty? And how does she become an essential character in a setting of war and betrayal? Kiyomi is a middle-aged woman with a discreet bearing. Her appearance is marked by her medium height, delicate features, with thin eyebrows and hair always tied in a formal bun, complementing the traditional Hizuru kimono. However, behind this elegant figure lies a complex personality. She is a shrewd businesswoman, someone who knows how to recognize an opportunity when she sees it, but she also holds a strong pride in her family lineage, especially when it comes to protecting Mikasa Ackerman, a direct descendant of the Shogun clan. During the Marley arc, Kiyomi meets with Zeke Jaeger, who proposes a dangerous but highly lucrative alliance for Hizuru. The resource offered, the Iceburst Stone, has the potential to restore her nation's power, and Kiyomi, always sensitive to growth opportunities, accepts the offer. From that moment, she becomes a strategic ally, but her true motives remain unclear. Her greed, seen by many as a weakness, is actually a driving force to ensure the survival of her family and her nation. However, Kiyomi's greed is accompanied by surprising compassion. During the Liberio festival, when Udo accidentally spills wine on her kimono, she acts calmly and controlled, covering up the young man's mistake to protect him from the severe punishments the other ambassadors might impose. This act reveals that, despite her financial interests, Kiyomi has a sense of humanity that sets her apart from other calculating leaders. As events unfold and tensions on Paradis Island rise, Kiyomi plays a crucial role. She explains to the island's military the three processes proposed by Zeke Jaeger to save the nation, with the second process directly related to Hizuru's support. Her proposal to raise the island's technology to face the rest of the world is pragmatic and ambitious. However, it is at this point that her loyalty to Mikasa becomes more evident. Even with her nation's fate at stake, Kiyomi makes sure to offer Mikasa an escape route in case the rumbling fails. The war for Paradis brings even more challenges for Kiyomi. She finds herself in a delicate position, with her nation's survival hanging by a thread. When Flock Forster and the Jaegerists capture her at the island's port, trying to coerce her into contributing to Paradis interests, Kiyomi remains unshaken. She faces the threat calmly and even disarms Flock, showing that despite her peaceful appearance, she is a woman of action when necessary. Her ability to maintain composure amid chaos demonstrates the strength of her character. But it is in the final battle, as the Azumabito engineers work desperately to prepare the flying boat, that Kiyomi reveals her true courage. With the help of her allies, she leads the escape to Odaha Island, where the flying boat can be repaired and prepared for the next phase of the conflict. The pressure is immense, but Kiyomi does not falter. Her promise to hang that the boat will be ready before the rumbling reaches the city reflects her unshakable determination. Throughout her journey, Kiyomi faces regrets. After the rumbling begins, she admits that her nation, Hizuru, was probably destroyed and that, in a way, she is indirectly responsible for the activation of this apocalypse. But even in the face of her failures, Kiyomi remains firm in her decision to keep fighting for what remains of her people. Her dialogue with Annie Leonhardt, in which she expresses that she will always live with her regrets, is one of the most human moments in her story. She knows there is no turning back, and her choices, no matter how much they torment her, are part of who she is. Kiyomi Azumabito is a character who, at first glance, seems to be driven solely by ambition and the relentless pursuit of power and wealth. However, when we analyze her actions more deeply, we realize that she is much more than a greedy figure. Her loyalty to her family, her compassion for the Eldians, and her willingness to risk everything for her nation make her an essential piece in the complex political game of Attack on Titan. She is an example of how, in times of war and uncertainty, even the most ambitious can become unlikely heroes. And in the end, her actions leave a disturbing question. Does the pride of her lineage and love for her nation truly surpass her greed? Or has Kiyomi, like so many others, also been consumed by the insatiable desire for power? What truly guides Kiyomi Azumabito's steps? The pride of her family or the weight of the regrets she carries?